Jalen,
We're good.
Jalen, what's it feel like for redemption tonight, man?
National champions. Not a better feeling.
How'd the conversation go at halftime with you and the coaching staff, man?
Man, look, we won. We're national champ. Regardless of everything else, I'm enjoying this with my team.
You are really excited, man. Can you explain why you're able to be so selfless in a moment like this?
Because this is a team. This is a team game. You know, we had to wait 2 years for this. That's how I feel. And we got it done this year.
How good is Tua, man? Have you seen this sort of flash behind your practice?
He's dang good. Y'all see it? He's good. And we're national champs.
What does redemption feel like, man? What does redemption feel like, man?
Good, man. Real good.
What did you guys say in the locker room to get behind Tua and come out like that in the second half, man?
Man, we just believe in each other, man. That's all. That's all.
Hey, what's up, fam? Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. Put together a YouTube documentary talking about the 2017 season. That was my first year covering the Alabama Crimson Tide. And what a ride it was to watch Alabama go through such an incredible season and how dramatic the ending was. We start in 2017. I remember getting to Tuscaloosa by way of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and showing up for spring practice. I was so excited because everyone was talking about not necessarily Jalen Hurts returning or Mac Jones that you see number 10, or Brian Daboll, who had just came from the New England Patriots as the new OC and working with the quarterbacks. But everyone was talking about Tua Tagovailoa, the left-handed freshman quarterback who was a 5-star, who was an early enrollee, and just the talent that he was going to bring to this quarterback room. And granted, Jalen had just taken this team to a national title game, and yes, lost against Clemson, but people were so enamored by Tua, right? It's like they loved his name. They loved that he was left-handed. He was Hawaiian. There was so many things that were going into just the Tua effect. You could already feel it. However, this quarterback room still operated under Jalen Hurts. So you think we have a quarterback discussion now about Jalen and Ty Simpson? This quarterback debate and the news surrounding the quarterbacks was something that was much larger, in my opinion, when you go back to 2017. It's crazy to think the growth that Mac Jones has done, right? At that time, nobody was talking about Mac Jones coming in from Jacksonville, Florida. He was kind of just like the afterthought, honestly. And that's no disrespect to Mac Jones. It's just that's what it was. People were excited about Brian Daboll. I mean, remember, this was coming after Lane Kiffin, so you have a big change in personalities taking over for the Crimson Tide. Remember, Brian Daboll took over after Steve Sarkisian left, and Steve Sarkisian was the OC against Clemson after Lane Kiffin had been left, right? So there was a lot going on, but you had these three quarterbacks in this quarterback room, and when you look to these quarterbacks and what they're doing now, it's really quite remarkable, right? Jalen just took the Eagles to the Super Bowl, Tua the quarterback with the Miami Dolphins, and Mac Jones the quarterback with the Patriots. The thing that I remember about these quarterbacks was Jalen has always been that same dude. He's so stoic, so much wisdom for somebody so young, even at that time. And you're talking way back in 2017. Tua had this ability to just throw the football with such zip, with such pop. It just looked beautiful every single time he stepped back and threw the football. So we were talking about this quarterback room and watching these guys develop. But Jalen, as you could see, was repping with the 1. And then you had Tua, who was repping with the 2s at that time. And I think there was a lot that went into it, that Tua was slicing up the offense, the 1s later on in this season. But at this time, it was Jalen leading the quarterback room. Now, on the defensive side of the football, it was known that there was leadership. There was that dog mentality. And I don't know if it stemmed from leaders like Rashaan Evans, Daron Payne, Minka Fitzpatrick, but there was leadership. The defensive coordinator at that time was Jeremy Pruitt. And before he left to Tennessee, this defense was known for being the wrecking ball that everybody is accustomed to the Alabama defense that once was. I think there's been a drop in the defense, so to speak, since the departure of Jeremy Pruitt, since the departure of Kirby Smart. And we've seen that, right? That's why people are curious about Kevin Steele. Can he bring back that old school defensive mentality? Let's rewind, and to demonstrate the leadership on this team, let's show 2 quick interviews with Rashaan Evans and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Again, this is dating back to the spring season of 2017.
Just embracing it by just, doing the same things they did, last year. Just trying to do all the right things on and off the field. So if I can do those things, I feel like that'll help, the guys that are surrounding me, who are watching me, and that'll just help their game even more.
How much did stepping in last year kind of help you prepare for this?
Just being able to have that, that experience, being able to play on a big stage that I did, being able to be around good mentors like Ruben Foster, who's left, just being able to be around those things, man, it helps me a lot this year. So now I know whenever it comes again, I'll be ready.
I'd like to get back out there and actually start practicing with the teammates.
It felt good, it's a new team, so a new attitude, new leader, everything like that. So, it's a lot of fun being back out there.
You're obviously, going to corner, working a little bit now there. What's your feeling about that position compared to maybe safety and star?
That's what I came here to play, was cornerback, and then I moved to star my freshman year because we had Marlon and Cyrus out there. Then last year Eddie went down, so I had to move to safety. So, now this year I'm at where I feel most comfortable, really. And, Coach trusts me to be out there, and I'm doing a good job out there, so hopefully I can stay there.
Again, we're in March of 2017. There's, remember Tony Brown? Tony Brown was back there. You can see number 7. That was Trayvon Diggs. He actually came to Alabama, I believe, as an offensive player, and then coach switched him to the defensive side of the ball. Talk about a great call. And here's Minkah working at corner. There's Ronnie Harrison in the back, number 15. But you look to how versatile Minkah was, even at that time, right? Being able to be a corner, be willing to be a corner, and now playing safety in the league. There's Coach Saban. That's what I always say. Coach Saban is the real defensive backs coach. I mean, ever since we were able to watch practice and really get up in, the practice facility, I always saw Coach working with the defensive back. So here he is in this case working with the secondaries. There's Tony Brown and Minkah communicating. That was, that was a really good secondary. But the point is, I think this particular team, we knew from the jump that there was defensive leadership from the get-go. So again, my goal with this documentary style is to put together something from May to June and kind of rewind and reflect back on that Alabama team from 2017. Highlight the spring season and then going to the season and ride that wave that I feel was truly remarkable. When you look back to that team and all they accomplished, I think that was kind of the Bama standard that we're accustomed to. I'd really love some feedback on this, so drop your comments inside the comment box. Let's rewind to that 2017 season. What do you remember about those quarterbacks? What do you remember about that season? What do you remember about that mentality that team had? I appreciate you guys watching. Drop a thumbs up. Like and subscribe. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Stay tuned for part 2. It'll be dropping sometime soon.